Now that the Supreme Court has made its decision to end the landmark Roe v. Wade ruling, pro-choice advocates are worried it could deepen the health care issues among marginalized groups, especially Latino and Black women. We're looking into some of the potential impacts of the ruling with Tulane assistant professor and expert in health disparities, Margaret Downey. And Margaret, we did talk to you on Friday right after this ruling, and you were very explicit about who this is going to affect. And you also told us that at one time when you first started out, you were anti-abortion, but that changed once you started talking to people.
Well, to be clear, I wasn't anti-abortion. I worked as an abortion doula, and that led me to meet people who were, as patients, as people receiving abortion, they were previously anti-abortion.
Okay, then I misunderstood you.
Pardon?
Then I misunderstood you.
That's okay. I did clarify that I was brought up Catholic, and I am Catholic, and that in the course of being raised in that church and tradition, I got a lot of amazing messages about social justice. And I went to a pro-life rally when I was a young teenager. I wouldn't go so far as to say I was anti-abortion. I was more just following along with the community, but I am definitely a person who's come a long way in terms of how I understand abortion. So I would say you're both correct, and there's more to the story.
And let's talk about this because the emotions run so high on both sides, and it is a very complicated issue with really no easy answer.
Yeah, I think that there are emotions. There's also analysis and intellect that people are bringing to the table. And I do actually respect and have room for people for whom abortion is a tragedy or abortion is something that makes them sad. However, I don't think that that can lead you to say that someone's body must be used without their consent for the duration of pregnancy and into parenting.
And especially,
so I do understand that.
And especially when it comes at the point where, say a young teenager is raped by a relative or is raped by someone else, and then now in this state and many other states will be forced to carry that baby to term.
Yeah, I think that it's very difficult to understand how someone who is anti-abortion can not understand that someone would need to terminate that pregnancy for their emotional, mental, financial, familial future.
And you're saying this decision affects certain groups much more than it does others.
Yeah, absolutely. The robust data we have from multiple institutions and studies tells us that half of the people who access abortion are below the federal poverty line. 75%, so about 3/4, are low income. For most of the people who access abortion, the cost of a first or second trimester abortion, absent any supports, would be a catastrophic health expenditure. And we also know that Black women and Latina women, Black people, Latino people who can get pregnant, access abortion at higher proportions. And that's not to say that abortion is a bad health outcome, that we should, try to make sure that certain populations who are overrepresented in the population don't get. But it is to say that there are longstanding extreme barriers to access for sexual health education, contraceptive access, all of the things that provide the array of choices people need when it comes to reproductive health.
All right, Professor.
For Black and Latino people.
Thank you very much. We appreciate that.